It's just right there. And then I gotta wait till the next day till it's ready.
Yeah, fuck that.
Walk in and buy it.
Ain't nobody got time for that. They had scrambled eggs and they had chef's special. And I was like, huh, I wonder what that is.
Uh-oh, schnitz flavored?
And I opened it. It was in white country gravy and biscuits.
Oh yeah.
So American.
What was in that gravy though?
Well, I was hoping it was tons of semen. I hope it was nothing but semen, actually.
You're like, yeah.
I can tell you that there was pepper in it. There's definitely semen, but there's definitely pepper.
And the inside's white, and it's the creamiest texture on earth.
Should I tuck my wiener in there with the vibrator?
Do you have it up there? Yeah. Fold that behind.
Really? Can you bend yours backwards and tuck it in your butthole? Because mine doesn't reach.
I don't think so, but
Yeah.
maybe someone can. Pepper and semen, what could be better? Recording in progress.
So if you don't have it, are you going to add it to the list?
What was I adding again? I forget.
I think you were adding old hat.
Oh yes, old hat. Should we do it right now?
Idioms? Since we're already there. Yeah,
We're
go for
already
it.
talking about it.
So we're not going to talk about old hat. We're just going to talk about other idioms and leave old hat for next time.
No, I want to know about old hat right now. So I'm doing it live.
Ooh. You're getting Jamie to help you download that shit?
I messaged Jamie to send me something that I could just look up myself.
Yeah. Well, that was nice of you to get Jamie to give you permission to look something up.
Weird how AI didn't step in this time.
Hmm. Do you want one of my idioms while Jamie helps you research that one?
Yeah.
All right. So the thing I got here, I was talking to one of my employees, and they said that they were broke, and then another employee said flat broke, and then it got me thinking. It's like, huh, flat broke. That sounds like an idiom.
That's definitely an idiom.
And then I looked it up, and guess what? You are correct. It's an idiom, and we all know that means like no money, right?
Yeah. None
So
whatsoever.
yeah. So when you go into the actual definition of it, the idiom flat broke means completely penniless and has been used since the mid 1800s. The term flat originally meant completely or downright, while broke is a shortened form of broken, referring to being reduced to poverty. So the phrase likely evolved from the image of a wallet or money pouch being flat and empty.
Because everyone loves a fat ass wallet.
They do. I mean, even George Costanza's fucking wallet is hugely fat ass.
Yeah, but that's because he had hard candy in it.
My friend Mark actually had a wallet like that. We made fun of him for fucking all the time. And then that episode of Seinfeld came on. I was like, dude, like my friend is living that fucking life right now. And I always asked him, like, hey man, like, how do you sit on it? He goes, you know, all those times I kept forgetting my wallet places? Do you know why? Because I take it out of my pocket and I put it in like my middle console or my glove compartment. And he always forgot his wallet in his car. He was always fucking forgetting his wallet. Not because he forgot it, just because he had to take it out of his pocket. Because if he didn't, he'd be sitting completely lopsided.
But that's genius because then everyone else just pays.
Hmm. So do you think he planned to pack shit in his wallet to the point it hurt his back that he's like, wait a minute, I have an ulterior motive here.
He's playing the long game. Hey, wait, that's an idiom too.
Oh my God.
Everything's an idiom. Okay, here's old hat. The idiom old hat means something that is familiar, common, or uninteresting due to being used or known for a long time. It suggests something has become boring or unexciting because it's no longer new or surprising. I don't think that is what I thought it was.
I thought it would be like I'm an expert, right? Old hat,
Yeah,
like I'm comfortable with it. I know all there is to know about it.
that's how I was using it.
Oh, well, I guess we're probably retards talking about retarded shit right now.
I think we must be. Damn. Okay, well, I'm gonna move on from that stupid idiom that we got wrong.
So we're done with our idioms.
No, I have four more for you.
Oh, okay.
Have you heard this one? To flog a dead horse.
I have. It sounds erotic.
Can you think of what it means?
Mm,
Idiom wise?
I'm thinking maybe to unsuccessfully motivate something because it's dead. Like no matter what you do to it, it's not going to change the fact that it's dead. So
It's like it's like kicking a dead horse. To continue a particular endeavor is a waste of time as the outcome is already decided.
okay, yeah, that one makes sense to me.
Yeah. How about this one? I didn't know this one. To know chalk from cheese.
Never, I've heard of those words.
Those words are familiar, but
I've
when you put
maybe
them together,
maybe I've heard them in a sentence, but not in an order. That would be an idiom.
would you like to guess the idiom meaning?
So put chalk to cheese.
To know chalk from cheese.
Do you think there was a point in time, historically speaking, where people were at some sort of market and they were trying to sell their wares and they would make chalk look like cheese and you would pay the price of cheese, but they would end up getting garbage?
This isn't cheese, god damn it, it's chalk.
I'm sure that phrase probably was uttered more than once. How far away am I from the truth on that one?
Let's find out. To be able to discern significant differences between two things that might appear similar to an untrained eye.
Hmm. So, what color was chalk back in the day? Like orange and yellow?
White.
So I guess Swiss cheese. What else? Like cheese, mozza? Yeah.
Yeah, matzo, white cheddar. I think cheddar was always white until Americans started dyeing it orange.
Hmm. Delicious.
They're like, you know what? It
This
just looks
isn't good
better when it's
enough.
orange.
Oh, dude, speaking of Americans and food, this is really kind of fits right in here, but I was at a hotel this last week and it had like a hot buffet breakfast thing.
Like a
And
continental breakfast, but
yeah,
better.
you lift the silver thing up and they have like strips of bacon. They had
Sausages.
Yeah, they had like turkey sausage, they had chicken sausage, pork sausage, they had scrambled eggs, and they had chef's special. And I was like, huh, I wonder what that is.
Uh-oh, schnitz flavored.
And I opened it. It was fucking white country gravy and biscuits.
Oh yeah.
So American. It
What
was,
was in that gravy though?
oh, well, I was hoping it was tons of semen. I hope it was nothing but semen, actually.
You're like, yeah,
I can tell you that there was pepper in it. There's definitely semen, but there's definitely pepper.
pepper and semen. What could be better?
So I was dipping my sausages in it. I was dipping my bacon in it. So good.
Fuck yeah.
Anyway,
Where was this?
that
At your
was
hotel?
Yeah, in Calgary. I was in Calgary this last weekend for Comic-Con like 2 days ago.
I couldn't believe the spread they had at the one hotel in Portland, Oregon I went to. I was like, holy fuck, man, I've never seen anything like that. Like a waffle station and a little
Yeah,
omelet station.
that's
The
awesome.
omelets were terrible though.
Oh, they don't let you cook them yourself though, right? They had to cook them.
Yeah, they make them and they had these little like squirt.
That can really make a hotel stay memorable, isn't it? Did you get to try both?
So that was AI talking to me about breakfast places in Portland, Oregon
That was nice of AI to bring that
to
to your attention.
to interrupt me mid-sentence. Now I don't even know what I was talking about.
You're talking about the spread and the omelet station, and they have these little.
Oh yeah, it was like little salsa packets that were terrible.
Hmm.
But anyway,
But
I
still, an omelet
digress.
station is pretty sweet.
It was sweet. And like every this little sausages were delicious. I was very, very shocked. Canada, they never have breakfast like that. It's always just cereal or something.
Yeah, the place I stayed at this last weekend was very, very top shelf. It was really nice.
Makes it worth staying there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I had a voucher, so I get a free voucher for one hotel every year with my credit card.
Oh, that's awesome.
And well, I mean, there's a yearly fee of the credit card of like $130, but the
So
hotel
that
that
covers the hotel?
well that hotel is about I don't know 200 a night, so
Hmm.
it's a better deal.
It's worth it.
Yeah, I use it pretty much every year for Calgary Comic Con. That's what I use that free hotel for.
And that's what you used for this time?
Yeah,
Excellent.
I only get one night. I only need 2 days at the con. Yeah, I'm good. Anyway,
Idiom, idiom number three. I assume this is British. To set the Thames on fire.
hmm. So you want me to guess?
Yeah.
Well, the Thames is a pretty big river going through the middle of London. I think that would be quite the fucking task. to set that thing on fire.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a daunting task, and if you were able to do it, it'd be fucking impressive.
What do we got? To do something amazing or spectacular.
Ooh,
I'd say that's a ding ding ding.
nice.
Good job.
Yeah, thanks, man.
The fourth and final idiom of the night. To take the gilt, Gilt, off the gingerbread.
I've got nothing other than the fact that I know what gingerbread is. I don't know what guilt is. Is that a
Gilt?
design?
Gilt?
Yeah.
Isn't gilt like, isn't that part of the one that's like to, but that's gild the lily, isn't it? Not gilt the lily.
Yeah. I have no idea. I don't even know that word.
Yeah, that's strange. Okay, it is to spoil something that is otherwise enjoyable or beautiful.
So they think gingerbread is something that is beautiful.
I don't know. I don't make up these idioms, but I assume at some point throughout history, gingerbread was coveted greatly.
I guess so. It's like bottom of the barrel for me, really.
It's
Gingerbread
disgusting.
is just a thing.
Awful.
But I do love a good like lemon gingerbread. You do a citrus gingerbread, it's definitely awesome.
I don't like gingerbread at all.
Well, then you wouldn't think it's beautiful or anything, and you'd say, fuck that. Guilt gingerbread all the way to hell, bitch.
If someone uses that saying to me in a sentence, I'm gonna punch them, sock them square in the face.
I was thinking, I'm just gonna bitch slap them.
The fuck did you say to me about gingerbread, bitch?
How dare you bring gingerbread into my peaceful life?
Moving right along.
Moving right along. What did you want me to do? New story? Two truths and a lie? I do have a two truths and a lie.
Two truths and a lie sounds good to me.
All right, so I got two different ones here. I got a personal one and I got a scientific one.
Let's go scientific to start.
Scientific. So this is about bridges.
Bridges of Madison County.
Perhaps one of these three bridges is in Madison County.
Let's find out.
Aren't those all the covered bridges?
I have no idea.
You ever watched it? I've never seen it.
No, but I should because I really like Clint Eastwood. So
How much do you like them?
enough to go back and watch some of the movies that I missed.
No, that doesn't seem really like you like them enough.
Well, I don't want to touch his old man wiener if that's what you're suggesting.
What if it's a massive, thick, hard, veiny,
That's
triumphant?
not sweetening the deal.
Okay. What if it was a flaccid, puny, hairy, saggy dick?
Once again, not
Yeah.
interested.
But if you had to choose, which one would you rather touch?
I guess the big one.
The triumphant, veiny bastard?
Just to smack it back and forth.
That's hot. Anyway, so bridges. So I'm gonna make three statements here, and I want you to tell me which one is the lie out of the three.
Okay.
All right. So the highest deck bridge in the world is the Doge Bridge in China at 565 meters
Damn.
or 1,854 feet.
Damn.
Number two, China's Haojiang Grand Canyon Bridge is set to open this year, becoming the world's tallest bridge at 2,050 feet. So 200 feet higher than the other one I mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to imagine 200 feet higher. Like to beat the record, you only need like a foot, but
I
these
can't
people,
imagine the first number.
it's fucking tall, right?
Very tall.
And that's not like the pillars, that's like the deck you drive on. So the
Yeah.
deck that you either drive or walk on, that's at 1,800 feet above
I've
ground.
seen some very steep, like crazy bridges on the TikToks and shit where they're driving. I'm like, that's an impossibly steep bridge, and it was in China, so
Hmm. Well, number three, the Marco Bridge is the world's shortest bridge at 10 meters in length and 1.45 meters in width.
hmm. I'm gonna have to suggest that number two was the lie.
Well, sadly, number three was a lie because it's
There
not
is
even
no
10
short
meters.
bridge.
It's 6 meters. It's
Oh,
even
it's even
shorter.
shorter. That's a fucking trick.
Yeah, and I believe it is like a border between Spain and Portugal. So it's actually like a border bridge that you can just walk over.
I wonder if it's rigged with explosives.
We can only hope.
That's what I would do.
Is it because you hate the Spanish people or the Portuguese people?
Well, just people in general.
I hope both people are people from both countries are walking over at the same time and they all perish.
You just want to make sure you can blow that fucking artery if you need to.
Yeah, but only 6 meters. That's a short fucking bridge.
That's tiny, but I've definitely crossed shorter bridges.
Have you?
I'm sure.
Like I don't like from a backyard over a little like
Yeah,
I think this is like bigger kind of thing, not just like
like a
somebody's backyard.
vehicle has to cross it.
Well, this can 6 meters? 1.45 meters wide? Yeah, a small vehicle could, maybe a scooter.
One of those little Japanese pickup trucks.
Oh, those things are awesome. How
A
badly
golf
do you want one
cart,
of those?
maybe? Oh, I
Yeah.
want one so bad.
Like the one that has like the bed in the back and like the two seats in the front.
Yeah, and it weighs nothing and it's
Yeah,
like
those
40 horsepower.
well, you're not allowed on the freeways though.
No,
But
I think they do 80 top
still,
speed.
you can peter around town. It'd be pretty fucking cool.
I'd love it. I would do it. But yeah, how do you get it from one city to the next? Back roads all the way, baby.
Yeah, you put it in your bigger flatbed truck.
Yeah. Deliver it to the next town.
Yeah, sort of like one of those what do they call them? Russian nesting dolls, where there's just a little one inside the other one, and then a littler one, then a
I
littler one.
hate those. Like,
Yeah, but
God damn it, there's another one.
what if they contained little tiny flatbed trucks instead of dolls?
Well, now we're talking, but that's impossible.
For now, do you know what else is impossible?
Personal two truths and a lies?
Oh, you want to hear that one?
Yeah.
Or did you want to wait and do that one with Charlie Ray?
All right, well,
I could do it if you want.
let's do it, man.
All right. All right. So two truths and a lie. Which one of these is the lie, Josh?
We'll find out.
On more than one occasion, I have put my wang and a vibrator inside a girl's vagina at the same time.
That'd be strange.
Yeah, I guess so. Number
Above
two.
or below?
No, like both inside. Are you the vibrators above or below?
Yeah.
I think you want the vibrator to touch the
Above.
clit, so it's gonna
Yeah,
be above. Because if you have it on the bottom, it's gonna hit that super sensitive spot on your shaft and head where they'll probably instantly come.
probably.
Which I do anyway, just when I see them a
Or
nipple.
it'll cause pain.
Well, that's what we want. If it's not painful, is it even sex?
You got me.
So number two, one time I was doing dirty things with a girl, and we actually had sex right in front of her senile grandmother, and she just sat there, catatonic, and never said a word.
Fuck yeah, I hope that's true.
Yeah, but did you come?
In her face.
She just sat there, blank stared, no emotion, just jizz all over her face, dripping off her chin, and my girlfriend and I just walk out of the room.
This glazed her like a donut.
That's a problem for her like daughter.
So, no, it's
So
a problem for the nurse that cleans her up in
oh
the
shit, that
morning.
was my job. Okay,
You're
so
the caretaker.
number three, I once immersed myself in the fetish world and was invited to an online group where a girl Zoom called a bunch of us and instructed us to masturbate to completion as she herself was also masturbating.
That sounds very plausible. I'm gonna suggest that number two, as sad as this is, was not true.
You are correct. Number two is not,
God damn it.
and it is sad because I wish it were true.
That is sad.
Yeah. Although I did have a girlfriend back in high school, and her grandmother was like kind of crazy, and we thought it'd be funny to put on like Halloween masks and hang outside her bedroom window and pop up every once in a while. She would look outside and see like Frankenstein or a gorilla, and then we would like duck down and crawl beside the house, and you'd watch her like go to the window, like slide it open, and like make noises and stuff, and then we just waited for her to calm down. Then we'd 5 minutes later go back to the window and jump up and make like faces with our face masks on and shit. And we didn't give her a heart attack that I know of, and I thought it was funny. Are we terrible people?
Sounds hilarious, and it reminds me of back when I used to be married. We lived near this place called the Menno Plaza, which is basically a place for like old people to just get older and die.
That sounds terrible.
And one time, I guess one of them escaped, and I can't remember what I was doing, but I looked out the window and there's this crazy fucking white-haired lady with a crazy face, with eyes wide like this, staring into the window, and I almost fucking shit myself. I was so scared.
It's like a horror
Grabbed my
movie.
wife. I'm like, what's going on? She looked out, saw the exact same thing, freaked out. We both like were getting ready to call the police. And every time we checked on her, she was like 20 meters back, but still staring at us. And it was pretty scary. But yeah, and then we found out later she had escaped and they eventually found her.
How do you think, like, did she escape, or did she just like walk out the gate because it was
I'm
open?
sure she just walked out the front door.
She didn't seem like the type that would like, you know, scale the wall and roll over and avoid cameras and jump down and run
No,
through the woods and then finally end up your neighborhood and just stand in front of your window staring at you.
with her eyes fucking wide.
I wonder what's going through her head. You ever think about that? Like, what crazy people, like, what's processing in the back of their mind?
Yeah, I mean, you can only guess. Probably like old flashbacks from
When life was better
when
or
life was
different?
affordable. I'm going to
Oh,
be one of those staring people pretty soon.
because of the unaffordability of life?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it fucking blows, man. Went to Walmart yesterday. I bought a small grocery bag worth of stuff. Fucking $52.
Yep.
I got like milk, bananas, strawberries, a thing of cookies, a thing of bread, and I think some like hand cream. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, so it was the Astroglide that broke the budget.
Yeah, doesn't it
That
always?
stuff's expensive.
But it's worth it. You can only use so much olive oil until the girl's like, "Why does your fucking dick smell like a goddamn pasta?" You're like, "Okay, fine, fine. I'll get
It's
the
good. It's
Astroglide."
good.
Yeah, olive oil penis. That was my nickname in elementary school.
So moving right along, what have you been watching for shows?
I'm actually watching a brand new show that I fucking love called Hacks.
Hacks.
Yeah,
Oh, like Hacks?
yeah.
Hmm.
I've been fucking just plowing through that shit. There's only between 8 and 10 episodes a season. I started on the plane going to Phoenix last week, which is another story. Talk about Phoenix another time.
Another time.
Yeah. So yeah, I was going to Phoenix. I watched one episode on the plane. I was like, this is a good fucking show. So then I watched another one. I was like, all right, sweet. And on the way back, I started watching the third episode and I realized they only had 3 episodes on the plane entertainment system. I was like, oh, that's
Hmm.
cool. So I can only watch 3 of these. And so yeah, when I got home, I got the Android box. I was like, ooh, 4 seasons. Let's do this.
Fuck
And,
yeah.
and it's
Hacks.
still new though. Like there's still episodes releasing every week right now, starting in April, like last
Hmm.
month. Would you like to know the premise?
Tell me.
There is a very famous stand-up comedian, a female, in Las Vegas who has like a residency at a place, and she sells out her shows 5 nights a week. The 5 nights that she works, or the 3 nights she works, and it's been selling out for 20 years. So she's been in Vegas at this hotel for 20 years doing the same show, and then all of a sudden the people who own the theater are just like, "Hey, we're gonna bump you because we're gonna get a new act." And she's like, "But I have sellout shows. Like all my tickets are sold every fucking time." And I'm good at my job. Like she's a world-renowned, awesome stand-up comedian. So the hotel just says, yeah, too fucking bad. We're getting some new blood in here. Maybe get some younger people to come enjoy the casino stay and watch some shows. So her agent says, well, I mean, I'm gonna send you a writer to help you write some new material, and maybe they'll keep you on if you like change the show. She's like, I don't need a writer. I am a writer. And he's like, no, I'm gonna send you a writer. And then he talks to the writer, and the writer apparently just got fired for tweeting something like, I don't know, homophobic or like racist or something that wasn't funny,
Yeah.
right? So nobody wants to hire her. She got fired from her TV show in Los Angeles, and no place wants to hire her as a writer. So this is essentially her last available job opportunity, and she doesn't want to do it. So yeah, I think she flies to Vegas from LA. She goes to that girl's house, and they start working together reluctantly because they both realize that this is their last chance to actually, if they don't do this, they're both fucked.
Well, presumably she made millions of dollars.
Oh yeah, she's got like, 40-bedroom mansion, her own private jet and stuff, but she doesn't want the cash flow to stop.
Well, fuck. Sounds like a personal problem.
So yeah, they don't get along at all. They're two very different people apparently, and you just see them like trying to climb their way out of the hole that they're in back to the world that they once lived. And they have personal problems, they have relationship problems, they have family problems, they have work problems, and it's just fucking cool to see them bounce off each other. And by the end of the first season, you realize that they're almost exactly the same type of person.
Hmm.
and they're getting along
Interesting.
really well. Yeah, it's very, very good. They're only like 32-minute episodes, so it's an easy watch, and it's funny, and I like comedy.
And how far are you in?
Episode 7, season 3.
Oh wow, you've been hauling through it.
So 18, 25 episodes in a week.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, I'm not getting a lot of sleep because I'm trying to finish this show. But now I realize that the new show is like, wait, there's only 4 episodes in season 4. And
Oh,
then
that's
I
small.
Googled it and I was like, oh, because season 4 is concurrently running as I'm speaking. So
Ah, I
last
thought it
week,
was going to be a COVID situation or
yeah,
something.
no, last week was a new episode. Next week is a new episode. So yeah, I'm hopefully by the time I'm done season 3, all of seasons 4 will be out. Sort of like what I did with White Lotus.
You'll be all caught up.
Yeah, I didn't know that White Lotus was still doing episodes when I started watching it.
You're lucking out there.
Yeah. Did you finish White Lotus?
Nope, I watched the first couple episodes and then I stopped.
Hmm.
That happens to me a lot.
Not your jam.
Not my thing.
And on the plane, I also started watching a show about witches in New Orleans. It's got Alexandria Daddario in it,
Oh yeah.
and it's like produced by Anne Rice, so it's like got that interview with a vampire vibe.
Alexandria tits.
Yeah, Alexandria Blue Eyes Schmeeps. Yeah, but
Sweater Yam McGee.
it's not very good, but she's so hot that I want to keep watching it.
Like what happened?
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe she's a voodoo priest, maybe she's a vampire, maybe
Like I
she's a
paused
werewolf.
the show to go check out her Instagram and one thing led to another.
And pretty soon I'm in the bathroom with some tissues. And
And
usually
some
that means
Astroglide
a
and
Astroglide.
a
Now,
vibrator.
well, no, I need a vagina for that.
No, I think you can make it happen.
My mangina?
Yeah.
Should I tuck my wiener in there with the vibrator?
Jam it up there. Yeah. Fold that behind.
Really? Can you bend yours backwards and tuck it in your butthole? Because mine doesn't reach.
I don't think so, but
Yeah.
maybe someone can.
So I'm hoping I might get back to that vampire-y, Anne Ricey, New Orleans witch kind of thing. Because, I mean, Alexander Daddario? Daddario?
Didario?
Daddario?
Dididio?
Yeah. Alexandra Schmeebs.
How about movies?
Hmm. I bought my tickets for Thunderbolts for next week.
Yep. Yep.
Um, I'm going on the 3rd.
Going
We
on the
don't
third, eh?
we don't have an IMAX here, so I'm just doing local this time.
Hmm.
But they have recliners and good popcorn, so that
Right
makes
on.
me happy. And as for movies on like Android box and shit, I watched a G20 on Prime. Did you see that?
No, I canceled all my services.
So G20 is, have you seen Air Force One with Harrison Ford?
Yes.
Picture Air Force One at a retreat instead of on an airplane, and instead of Harrison Ford, it's Viola Davis. So the terrorists come in and take over the G20 summit, and she becomes Rambo and takes everybody down.
That sounds really good.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. Viola Davis is badass,
I love her.
good actress. So yeah, that's how I described it as Air Force One, but in at the G20 summit.
Is
That's it.
she the president or just someone
She is
badass?
the president.
Oh my God, that's
And
weird.
just like Harrison Ford, but in Air Force One, there's a female vice president, but in this one, there's a male vice president. So it's
Of
almost like
course. They're
the exact,
reversing it.
yeah. And the
Huh.
bad guy is the guy that plays Homelander from The Boys.
Oh wow, that's great. I like that guy.
Yeah.
Star something? Anthony Starr?
Star Lord?
Star Lord?
Yeah, Anthony Starr.
Which is obviously not his real name.
Why?
Just saying it right now, it's not his real name.
You don't think so?
No.
You don't think he could luckily be born with the name Anthony Starr and then become famous?
Nope. It's fake news.
So yeah, I think that's the only movie I watched. No, I watched I want to say I was Eyes Wide Shut. Blink twice.
Blink twice. Hmm. A horror movie, I'm guessing.
It is a suspense thriller. There's not a lot of horror to it, but I think it was directed by Zoe Kravitz
Oh, yeah, she does a few stuff now.
and Channing Tatum is like the lead in it.
Oh yeah, yeah, I saw that one where
Yeah.
he's vaping all the time.
Yeah, they're on the island and
Yeah. And they're just like raping the hell out of those chicks and they don't even
yeah,
know it.
yeah,
So fucked up.
yeah, super fucked up.
Like, hey, did you notice like a week went past and I don't even know what the fuck happened the last few days? Like, actually, yeah, I did. Like as if you wouldn't notice.
Do you know where my roommate is? What roommate? She's
Is
staying
your ass
like
super sore as well? Yeah,
I can't
really
sit and
sore.
I'm constantly shitting everywhere.
Blood.
And every time I cough, semen comes out of my mouth. So weird.
Fuck.
Yeah, it's a fucked up movie, right? So I think like that's all I've watched is those two things and those two movies and that TV show. I'm sure there's other movies I watch, but they're like I said, they're just fucking a dime a dozen, just a flash in the pan.
Wasn't that Christian Slater in that movie too?
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
Yeah, he was like, yeah, we're fucking these chicks, aren't we?
Well, it wasn't really fucking, it's we're raping these chicks.
Yeah, true.
No, I guess it's a form of sex.
I mean, how they might have been willing in the moment with all the drugs they were stuffing into them.
And with how famous those people were, it's like you probably don't have to drug these people. They will probably sleep with you anyway.
Yeah, but it's not as fun unless they're like smashing their heads through tables and shit.
How about you?
Probably a lot like it is in real life in the like the music industry and shit.
Yeah, but only if you work for Diddy.
I heard that well, I mean, I read that there's a real thing that happens in the music industry, especially like in the African American, where they do that, like to have power over the artists.
Yeah.
They'd like to engage in sodomy, and they're like, "There's nothing gay about this. We're just showing our power over these artists." Like, what?
Well, gay's a feeling, Josh. It's not
It's
gay
not
to touch
good.
a dude's butthole with your
It's not,
tongue
not
unless you
gay
love
getting
him.
your dick sucked.
Everything we've ever learned is from Harold and Kumar too. That's it. That teaches us what gay is and what gay isn't.
That's right.
So yeah, Big Bob, the
Cock
guard.
meat sandwich.
Yeah, Big Bob, the guard from Guantanamo Bay, taught Josh and I everything we've ever needed to know about homosexuality.
Correct.
Yeah, and it's not gay to get your dick sucked.
Nothing gay about getting your dick sucked,
Yeah, even if it's from two dudes.
even if.
How about you?
And that's all we have for you this week on Answers for Everything.
Oh, you think people are still around? You're saying goodbye to nobody at this point.
Probably.
No, but seriously, like for you, I know you've been busy packing and stuff because you're moving. Have you watched anything?
I've been watching, I watched the first three episodes of the new season of Andor, the Star Wars show.
I haven't got there yet.
And
Thumbs up, thumbs down. Season one was awesome.
some sideways. I mean, it's good, but not as good as the next show I've been watching, which is season two of The Last of Us.
Okay, I still
E-
haven't watched season one yet.
Episode two is unfucking real.
Okay.
Little woke, but good.
I really love Caitlin Dever as an actress.
Yeah, she's good, eh? I've
And
been
I don't know
watching
what,
her all the way since her first role in Curb Your Enthusiasm.
yeah. I really liked her in Last Man Standing, the Tim Allen TV show.
Yeah, I never seen that.
I really liked her in that. And she was also in Justified.
She was in that addiction movie about the Sackler family and all that on Disney Plus. What was that called?
I have no idea. I don't know what that is.
Painkiller, I think.
Hmm. You watched all of it?
Yeah, it was really good. I couldn't stop. It had like Michael Keaton was played the doctor, and I was like, "Fuck, this is killer."
Okay, maybe I should add that to my list of ever-growing shit that I need to put time aside to watch.
Did you ever watch Chernobyl?
I did, loved it.
Oh, fucking such a good show.
Yeah, it took me 3 days to go through that shit. I wanted to watch it years ago when it came out. I just never got around to it. And then I don't use Netflix a lot. So when I got my Android box, I was like, ooh, number one thing, Chernobyl.
Such a good show, eh?
Yeah, it's terrible to think how all that shit happened.
Yeah, is it? Lots of terrible shit happened.
Yeah, but I mean, they can avoid, I mean, almost everything in that whole scenario could have been avoided.
Totally. And that one guy was like, "Shut up, go check this stuff." Like, okay,
Yeah, that's
I guess
fucked up.
fuck me, right? I'm gonna go die. And those guys are like, "Take your shirts off and go march in there and clean this
Yeah.
shit up."
Oh, quickly have a shower. You'll be fine.
You know what's way worse than that?
Hmm.
And this is a little teaching segment.
Oh,
The most radioactive place on the face of the planet is not Chernobyl. It's a place called Lake Karachay, and it's in
please,
the Ukraine.
please tell me more.
It's a place where they used to dump all of the nuclear waste from all of the nuclear reactors nearby. Just they would just dump it into the lake, and their kids would go swimming in the lake, and all of a sudden, all their skin started falling off, and they were
Jesus
like, "Oh my God, you
fucking
can't swim
Christ.
in that lake anymore." And they moved everyone away. And then one time it got so dry that it like evaporated half the lake and it poisoned people for like 600 miles
Oh,
radius.
shit, back in the 80s, we learned about acid rain. Do you think that was like the reason why?
I have no idea, but they've been talking for years about putting a giant concrete sarcophagus over the
Yeah.
whole top of the lake to cap it in,
Yeah, but what
but they
about the
still haven't done
soil?
it. Oh, it will be leaching all through. Yeah, it's not good.
Imagine how many little streams would come off that lake.
Just poisoning everything.
Yeah. Well, that's a that's a lot to take in.
Let's go for a swim at the lake, guys.
I don't know, Jimmy's
Fuck,
skin
my dick
fell
fell
off.
off.
Hello, guess I'm trans now.
Yeah, perfect. Go for a swim at Lake Karachay.
Karate?
Apparently, standing beside the lake
Yep.
for more than an hour is a death. You're dead. You can't even stand beside the lake.
So, do you think there wasn't any research at the time on hazardous waste removal, or do you think they thought, huh, water? Yeah, that'll cover it up. That's fine. Like,
I think they were just did not give a shit. They were like, "Fuck it."
that's what I'm saying. Like, the scientific research behind it would tell you, yeah, that's a bad idea.
Yeah,
But I guess for them to save money, it's just like, no, we don't care.
they didn't even tell the local people that they were doing this. So people were drinking out of the lake. They were using it for stuff, fishing out of it, and then eating the fish.
This is probably one of the favorite things I've ever learned on this show
Lake Karachay, man,
in the Ukraine.
in the Ukraine. Used to be part of the USSR.
Yeah. Well, I mean, most of Ukraine is becoming USSR again anyway.
Yeah, they're almost there. Maybe they'll go for a nice swim in old Lake Karachay.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
So that's sort of like a sad note. Do you want to end it on a sad note or do you want to end that show on a happy note?
I think we can take it somewhere happy if you got something for us.
Yeah, I think I got something here. So I'm a food guy. You're a food guy, right? We're
We're
food people.
foodies. We're
Yeah.
foodies.
So I was in Phoenix last week for a Kylie Minogue concert because
Oh,
why
so
the fuck
hot.
would you not want to?
Yeah.
And once again, I've only seen her. This would be my third time, and it's been a week, and I can't stop thinking about the concert and singing the songs. I'll just break out into tune in my head all the fucking time. Her shit. It's just amazing. She's amazing. If you ever have the means, just fucking do it. Don't even think twice about it. Doesn't matter where you sit in the concert, just go watch it.
Nice.
Just go. Yeah, so I went to In-N-Out Burger, which I always do when I'm in a town or city that has In-N-Out because it's awesome. And it was great. And I went to In-N-Out to meet one of my friends that I play Call of Duty with, except he was running late. So I walked across the street and I had an appetizer before going to In-N-Out, and my appetizer was chicken strips and fries at Raising Cane's.
Oh, nice. I've heard of this place.
Yeah, I've heard of it as well. And the fries are just like crinkle cut from a freezer, like McCain fries. So,
Hmm.
just trash, right?
Disappointing.
But the chicken strips are fucking awesome. They have this amazing, not tempura batter, but not like like you get chicken strips out of the freezer out of a box and they're like fucking really hard and big crumbles and they don't fall apart.
Yeah.
These ones had little like strings of batter on them and stuff. Like
Oh, nice.
when you like batter cod and you put it in the deep fryer, you have those little beads coming off of the cod, right? Sometimes they break off and go into the deep fryer. Sometimes they stay attached to the fish.
That's because they batter it like 4 or 5 times in a row, right?
I have no idea, but yeah, they had a bunch of like these little tiny webbings of batter on the chicken strips, and the sauce is fucking great. I can't even describe how it is.
Batter. I
Yeah,
think they're more famous for the sauce than they are the chicken, to be honest with you.
well, the chicken was awesome. The sauce, I think the chicken, in my opinion, the chicken was better than the sauce, but the sauce
Really?
was really, really good. So yeah, I tried that for the first time. That was kind of neat. I'd definitely go back to Raising Cane's. I don't even remember what I paid for it. I maybe $13. You get a little coleslaw, you get a drink.
Was it better than Chick-fil-A or not as good?
I've never had, does Chick-fil-A have chicken strips?
They do.
Oh, I've only ever had the chicken sandwiches.
I've only had the chicken sandwiches too because I was like, this is what they say to get. This is what
Yeah.
I'm going to try.
And it's good. And I had a key lime pie milkshake at Chick-fil-A last 2 months ago when I was in Edmonton.
That sounds good.
Yeah,
I
it was
love
really
key
good.
lime pie.
Yeah. So yeah, Raising Cane's awesome. And then I found a bunch of, normal snacks and shit that I buy, which is great. I didn't go to McDonald's for the first time in ever going to the States. I just
Yeah.
had no desire. It's like, nah, I don't think there's gonna be anything new. Don't really care. But in Canada today, I went to Arby's and they have a new brown sugared bacon like sandwich. So
Hmm.
the bacon is a thick cut bacon. It's fucking just coated in brown sugar. Like it just when you bite into it, it just like crunches and crystallizes in your mouth.
Sounds delicious. Like caramel popcorn, but bacon inside.
Yeah. So the bacon's on a roast beef sandwich with it's got Swiss cheese, tomato, shredded lettuce, but not like McDonald's shredded, but like good shredded, like big thick shreds of lettuce,
Hmm.
and some sort of Dijon-y creamy grainy mustard. Like really,
Sounds pretty
really
good.
good. But they also have a sister sandwich that is turkey. So it's essentially the same thing, but it's turkey instead of roast beef. And I don't normally get anything but roast beef when I go to Arby's, but I tried the turkey one. It's better than the roast beef one.
You got one of each?
I didn't. Somebody else picked them both up. I had the roast beef one, but I had a bite of her turkey one.
Hmm.
And I would
Nice.
recommend both, but the turkey one I think is the winner between the two.
Interesting. I
And
guess because turkey and bacon go better together
oh
than
my
beef
God,
and
yeah, and
turkey bacon.
the grainy Dijon-y mustard, just it's just fucking cream of the crop, which is
That's a
another
win.
idiom. But yeah, and then
Cream of the
also
crop.
uh Popeyes has a pickle menu. So they recently just started doing deep fried pickles,
Yeah,
but they also have a pickle glaze for a chicken sandwich, which I haven't had yet, but it's on my list for this week.
that's weird.
Yeah, like a pickle glaze. I don't know. I mean, you can't go wrong. Popeyes chicken sandwiches are fucking
I
awesome.
wonder if it's just like a normal glaze, but they put like pickle powder inside of it.
I have no idea. I will let you know next week after I eat it.
Yeah,
And Mary Brown's, do you have those there?
we do, and I'm not a fan.
Oh, Mary Brown's I think is fucking awesome. But
Really?
yeah, dude, Mary Brown's is
They're
great. Like,
fucking stupid mojos. Get the fuck out of my face with those.
oh, please, the taters? Fuck yeah.
Those are trash.
Baby potatoes turned into little potato wedges? That's awesome.
Absolute trash.
Mm.
Mary
Any
Brown's is.
Mary
Anywho.
Brown Mary Brown's has a hot honey sandwich I haven't tried yet.
Oh, nice.
And right now they're doing a promo in town here where if you bring in a non-perishable food item, you get a chicken sandwich. So and
Oh,
then they
wow.
give yeah, it's a very good deal. You bring in, but I never
Can of
buy like
corn, can of beans.
well that's just it. I never buy like shit. I'll go like buy brand name.
Get
Mm,
him a $7 can of pumpkin pie filling.
sorry, I don't have any pie crust or whipped cream for you, but here's the filling.
You don't have to.
No,
It's
I was trying to
perfect.
go buy something really good, like a $5 or $6, like a nice good can of like chunky soup or like a 4 pack of Kraft Dinner mac and cheese. So something that a family would appreciate more
That's
than
way too generous, man. I'd be finding like a 67-cent fucking gravy packet.
yeah. I try not to do that because the food's going somewhere good, and I'm getting an $8 sandwich for $5 is still a good deal for me.
Sir, this expired 5 years ago.
Yeah, just rub it off. Here you go. Grab a
That's
little
fine. It's
file.
dried goods.
Yeah.
Right
And I
on.
I bought socks at McDonald's last week.
Hmm. Are they
So,
Minecraft socks?
no, they're not. Every year, McDonald's does a socks thing where the money goes to the McDonald's Children's Hospital.
Okay.
So they have 4 pairs of socks, each with their own design. One is the Fry Guys, one
Mm-hmm.
is Birdie, one is the Hamburglar, and one is Grimace.
I'm guessing the Grimace ones are the most popular.
Now, I would assume so. Did you ever get the Grimace toy?
Nope.
My kid did. He got a
Yeah.
Minecraft meal once, got the Grimace toy.
Boom.
Yeah, I bought Grimace socks and Hamburglar socks. I didn't buy all 4 pairs because it's $6 for a pair of socks.
Yeah.
So I spent $12 instead of 24, and the money goes to the Ronald McDonald House, which I'm totally
At
cool.
least it goes to charity. That's
Yeah,
cool.
right. So that's the week of clay for food and McDonald's socks, food and clothing, food.
Excellent.
You anything new?
Food wise, I've been making all my meals at home,
Yep.
mostly steak.
Hmm.
Steak, Japanese yams.
What's a Japanese yam?
It's got a purple skin
Okay.
and the inside's white and it's the creamiest texture on Earth if you cook it properly.
Creamier than man semen?
I wouldn't know, but this is
I was
quite
hoping for you to say
creamy.
yeah, but you foiled my plan. I'm sorry.
And I just butter those up and butter, salt, pepper. They're so fucking good. They're
Bob
sweet.
and Bob's your uncle?
And Bob is your uncle. And Bob's your uncle.
Oh,
That's about it for my food adventures.
are you almost out of your butcher box? Or do you just keep getting more?
I just keep getting more and more.
Yeah.
I used to order them like online and it would be like, you can pick them up the next day. But then I realized like you can just walk in and buy them. I'm like, why am I scheduling to pick it up?
Yeah.
It's just right there. And then I got to wait till the next day till it's ready.
Yeah, fuck that.
Walk in and buy it.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
No, so I just go in and get them now.
I should try that here. Although I am excited for our Costco being built because I've been to Costco in like 20 years.
Yeah, that's insane. I go all the time.
And we don't have one. It's like a 3 hour drive away.
Well, that makes sense. But you do go down there to watch movies and stuff, right? So
Yeah.
make it a
But
Costco trip.
I usually work those days. So like I'll work till like 5 o'clock and then I'll drive and watch a 9 o'clock movie and drive straight back.
Yeah, and Costco closes pretty early.
Yeah. Time usually is not something that I have a lot of. Even on days that I go on
Only to
vacation.
watch fucking hacks.
Yeah, but that's like midnight till 3 o'clock in the morning.
True.
Right. But yeah, like even on days that I go on vacation, I usually work until noon and then I'll drive till like 4 o'clock to the airport and fly out. So even on, yeah, or days I get back, I'll drive straight back and to town and work 7 till midnight. I don't know
Burning the candle from both ends.
ooh,
Another one.
another idiom, which
Yeah.
means,
Staying up late and not getting enough sleep.
hmm. So is
Working
that
too
like
much.
a visual to a candle burning and melting to the middle? Or
Yeah,
is that burning the candle at both ends, meaning before electricity, they use candles for light, so you'd have to use it all night. And then if you get up too early, there's also no light out. You'd have to light a candle and burn that. So burning it at both ends of the day
that's
versus
true.
both ends of the candle.
There's both.
I'll let the listeners sort that one out.
Yeah.
Just send an email to Jamie at afepodcast.org.
CA.
Oh, yeah, sorry, at hotmail.org. And Jamie will reply, never, because we don't let him talk to the outside world.
Plus, there's a huge backlog that he's dealing with. So,
It's true. Speaking of which, we're going to have a couple listener questions on the next episode.
goddamn. Make sure you tune in for that, folks.
All right. I'm going to say peace out, know-it-alls.
Goodbye. Goodbye for tonight. Goodbye.
Recording not in progress.
Recording no longer in progress.
Cool.
So,
You,
how many episodes did you guys get done earlier? Did you just do one or did you do two?
We
we
did
did
a
too.
we did a after credits one like when we were waiting for you because you said you were home.
Yeah.
But we started late because I was doing kid stuff, so we only had like
Yeah.
Yeah.
10 minutes, but then you didn't start right away, so we probably did 20 minutes of after credits.
Yeah.
Okay.
We did 2 episodes after that too, right? After credits and then 2 episodes.
We did,
Yeah.
yeah, this will be the fourth thing that Josh and I
Yeah.
recorded tonight.
Okay. Okay, good.
But
I mean,
we
like
did
I said,
talk
I
about
don't
you.
know.
We did
Oh,
Yeah, we
talk
did
about
you?
talked
you
about you.
cutting out because the last thing we saw was this.
Yeah. You were just,
And you thought I was fucking with you?
No, but I thought you were. It's like he's fucking
yeah.
with us.
Oh no, man. I don't know what the hell's going on, dude. Like I said, I think I rebooted like 10 times. I
I would bet you
rebooted
it's your
my
internet.
router,
Yeah,
Not you, but
probably.
modem.
your internet.
I
Yeah.
flushed the DNS. I mean, it was ridiculous. Well, then in the middle of all this, I like downloaded a new version of NordVPN. I mean,
Oh,
I had
fuck.
shit all fucking going on. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And then I thought I got it up for a moment, and I was going to tell you I'm back up, and then it was just not connecting well. It was saying I had internet, but it wasn't connecting well. So I rebooted it one more time, and then after that, it started working, and I'm like, okay, good.
That's going to be an after credit, by the way.
What's
It
that?
worked out.
All the
Yeah,
stuff you just talked about is going to be an after
Mhm.
credit.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yes, Charlie's IT problems.